Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Just like a bad penny, it's Steve and Tom on The Local Show. Well, I don't know where that expression came from, but my mother-in-law, God rest her soul, who was from England, used to say that. Oh, he's showing up like a bad penny.
I love it when someone will say a figure of speech,
yes,
and then look up where it came from.
Yeah,
because there's lots
of figures.
If you look that up, there's.
Yeah.
You know,
another thing my mother-in-law used to say is to go up the steps. She would say you go up the apples and pears.
Oh,
yeah. What? See, that means right.
Isn't that something?
That means something,
right? Yeah. In England, they have all those expressions. Bob's your uncle, all that kind of stuff. I don't have an Uncle Bob. I don't get it.
You have some figures of speech, Tom.
I do.
You say things like, "You've carved out this special time."
Yes.
And you've got a few there that you.
My little sayings.
Your little sayings. It's true.
Yeah. In the old days, the radio used to be littered with that. They have all these bing bong. On the nose. The time is set on your nose.
Correct. Did you ever hear them reading the sports? They're like, they have 10 figures. Like they slash the hockey. They always have like slash, or they always use they use little puns things, or dominated if they won by more than 10 or, whatever.
Right.
It is.
Yeah. I listen to that.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah. I don't know sports that well. Although I will tell you that I had a little tiff with Verizon during the week because we were watching the Yes Network and watching the Yankees. Mm-hmm. And, here's Kelly and I just chilling out, watching Yankees game. And it kept stuttering and stopping and it wasn't our cable. It was the actual Yes Network just being horrible.
Yeah,
it stinks.
It goes with the territory.
Watching a little baseball.
That's what you get for sitting down.
That's it. Nancy Aureli is here, and she's the founder and president of Community Living Advocates. She's new to the show, so let's make her feel real uncomfortable. Hi, Nance.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Sure thing. What is your story? Are you from Syracuse?
Yes, I'm actually from Liverpool.
Okay. Yeah. Did you go to Liverpool High School?
I went all through Liverpool, and then I went into the SUNY system, so yes.
Yeah. Now, so what did you do before you started this Community Living Advocates?
So when I first got out of school, I was a geologist.
A geologist? That's a real thing?
Yes, it is a real thing.
I thought that's something people just said to impress people at parties.
No, I have a scope. You can look in Tom's ear later and tell me what kind of rocks those are.
I love it.
Yes.
And then I decided I needed climate control, and I became an RN.
Okay, all right.
There you go.
So an RN, where did you work most of your life as an RN?
At Upstate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you have any particular specialty, oncology, or?
I love seniors.
Do you? Okay. Well, that makes sense.
There you go.
And we're getting to be as seniors.
Well, we have some seniors that listen to the show.
Yeah, well, one or two.
One or two?
Absolutely.
Goodness. Well, it's very interesting because the doctor I go to, he kind of specializes in geriatrics too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, which is nice because that's where I'm headed.
Yes.
Hopefully we're all
headed there, right?
True.
Yeah.
So what does Community Living Advocates do? Why did you start that?
So I started it because I helped care for my grandma for 3.5 years on comfort care.
Okay.
So when you're on comfort care, that means you're at home and you're never going to the hospital. You're not going to the doctors. We're just keeping you home and comfortable until your death.
Oh, okay.
So 3.5 years.
Wow,
That's a really
long time. Yes.
And as a nurse, I was helping my mom. My grandma was at my mom's house, and I'm like, if I'm a nurse and I've worked oncology and end of life, and I'm having this much trouble helping my mom and my grandma, how are regular people doing this?
Yeah.
So I'm like, when I'm done with this, I am going to help other people help their older loved ones. So that's how Community Living Advocates was
So
started.
Grandma passed, and then what? Tell us more.
So I got more involved with the senior care just field, and then I started a networking group. So it has evolved into Community Living Advocates, which is like a chamber of commerce, but we only have organizations that work with and service seniors. So we network, we put on senior fairs. It's mainly seniors need everything we need. So they need transportation, they need food, they need entertainment, they need everything we need. They just need help getting it. So
right.
That's what we all help each other.
So you talk about having a fair or an expo or something like that. You have something coming up.
Yes, we absolutely do. So May 31st at the Regional Market from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., we are having the Central New York Senior Housing and Care Expo. So the main thing I hear from seniors is we don't know what's out there. We don't know where to live. We don't know where to move to. We don't know what services and programs are available. So I said, I can help you with that. So let's start an expo that just highlights all the fun things you get to do, the places you can move to, the services you can get right there in your home. And we have some live music. I don't know if you've ever heard of Power of Two, Patrick and...
Power of Two?
Yes.
Never heard of them.
Really?
Who are they?
It's a duo. It's a duo out of Liverpool.
How many are there?
Gwen and Patrick McCarroll.
Okay.
And they do live music. We're going to have a food truck. There's going to be games. It's going to be so much fun. So if you have any questions about what there is out there, so if you're helping caring for an older loved one, or if you're older yourself and you just want to know what's out there, just stop out.
This is at the Regional Market.
Is
that the F shed? Is it
No, the E shed. It's just before the F shed.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it. Yes. Okay, and the 31st, what day of the week is that?
It's a Wednesday.
Okay.
So it's during the work week.
And the hours are what?
9 to 1.
So the people come in the morning, early afternoon, get lunch at the...
Because if you're a senior, more than likely you're not working.
No,
it's nice. You can come during the week.
Yeah, by 9 in the morning, my mom, who's 89, has been up for, let me think, since about 4 or 5 in the morning and done her list. So that's like time for dinner.
Yeah.
do you need a clown for entertainment at all?
You guys can stop by.
Well, yes.
Looking at you.
Because Steve's available for parties.
So what kind of organizations will be there?
So there's going to be a lot of senior housing. So one of the biggest things is seniors don't know where they can move to.
Yeah.
So we're having everywhere from affordable housing with Christopher Community is going to be there. A lot of independent living communities, assisted living, long-term care. So any kind of senior housing you can think of will be there.
Nice.
And also any kind of care. So if you need a nurse to come in your home or a companion, there's going to be all different avenues and areas of senior care. So it's all going to be there.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And so your organization is basically like the networking group. So you're not going into homes and caring for people. Like
no, what I do
Sheila.
is I kind of listen to their story and then I tell them who they can connect with.
Yeah.
So it's a safe, it's like a referral.
Yep.
Right.
Because people are looking, and it's, if someone's going to go into mom's house, for example, I'm going to be like a pit bull at the door. I said, who's coming in?
Absolutely.
Where'd you get them?
Yep.
Right.
How long they been doing this?
Yep.
Are they safe?
Yep.
Those kinds of questions. So dealing with an adult child of a senior is often, I imagine, what you do?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
That's great. Mom's going to be 90, right?
Yep.
Is that what you were saying?
Yep. Yeah. And we were talking earlier. She this week she's now cutting the grass twice a week because it's growing so quickly.
Yes.
My mom.
I was just talking to your sister in the waiting room.
There we go. There we go.
Wonderful.
Yeah, right. And most days you'll find her over playing the organ at the airport.
That's
so
what
if you play
she was
So she's got a lot of energy. But she calls and she asks, "What about this?" and "What about that?" And I don't want it to be a scam. And so there's.
And if you have any of those kinds of questions, you can talk with Nancy. You'll speak with people personally.
Absolutely, I would love to.
Excellent. Okay, 409-9361. 409-9361. That's an area code 315. Steve.
That's the big one.
Okay, good. As long as you know that. And that's communitylivingadvocates.com. Communitylivingadvocates.com. Thank you so much for being here, Nancy.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys are great.
Thank you. All right, coming up next, Attorney John Murphy, owner of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, right here on the local show on 570 WSYR. Stick around.